Laughter is calling for you. On TikTok on September 28, 2024, Jason Ritter did his best impression of his late dad John Ritter after a commenter asked him to try. Can you do the creep face your dad used to do chasing the girls around the apartment on Three's Company? That was always my favorite thing, Bjorn and Marina wrote to Jason, 44, an actor himself. Is it this one, the one that's like? Jason asks in the clip before nailing the face. Is it that weird one? It definitely was. Among the nearly 20,000 comments are notes from people like, Core Memory Unlocked, and, the way I watched this thinking this guy looked just like John Ritter before I realized it was his son. Other comments were particularly moving, including one that elicited a thankful reply from Jason. I was born and raised in LA, a daughter of Mexican immigrants. We only spoke Spanish at home. But I watched Three's Company. BC John Ritter transcended language. He brought joy to us as a family, even though we didn't fully understand the language, the commenter wrote. To this day, he's the only celeb I've cried for at their death. He keeps me laughing on Pluto TV. May he be resting in paradise. Prior to his sudden death in 2003 at the age of 54, John had a lengthy television resume that included his beloved role as Jack Tripper on Three's Company from 1976 to 1984, plus Hooperman, Hearts Afire, 8 Simple Rules and a slew of films, as well. Of Three's Company, in which he played a beleaguered roommate to Janet Wood, Joyce DeWitt, and Chrissy Snow, the late Suzanne Summers, John said on an episode of Late Night with Conan O'Brien in 1997, "It's like Chinese food, you watch it and a half an hour later you're ready for more comedy. People still seem to like it." He remembered how every so often, people would put the show down and say it's not as good as Taxi, another hit series of the time. But once Lucille Ball defended the show in a retrospective she hosted, he said, it helped the series' reputation and bonded the two stars. On September 11, 2003, John collapsed on the set of 8 Simple Rules and died from a dissection of the aorta, a previously undetected flaw in the main artery from the heart, according to his publicists. In the nearly 2 decades since, his widow, actress Amy Yasbeck, has dedicated her time to creating the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health, which brings awareness to the issue. Jason, one of John's 4 children from his 2 marriages, has often spoken of his father's legacy, too. The certain drive that people like my dad have to make people laugh, it infiltrates every aspect of his life. He loved making friends laugh, he made jokes throughout every dinner and very hangout time afterwards, Jason shared in a 2018 interview with Larry King. I think he put horrible things in his teeth at every single meal and said, "Do you think I need to see a dentist?"